Good afternoon, Miss Gebhart. My name is Sean. I'm going to be your nurse today. This is Megan. She's my student nurse. Can you tell us what brought you in today, please?
Well, my daughter brought me here after I fainted at home earlier today. Yesterday I was feeling really tired and anxious, and today it felt like my heart was beating out of my chest.
Okay. Well, we're going to perform a cardiac assessment, see what's up with you. Can you tell me your birth date, please?
March 10th, 1950.
Thank you. And I see you have a history of hypertension. Is that correct?
Yes, I've had high blood pressure for about 15 years now.
Okay. Well, we're going to check your blood pressure real quick. Just see what you're at today. Lift up your arm for me, please. Thank you. Okay, yes, your blood pressure is a little high. So, let me mark that down in your chart real quick. Okay, so now Megan is going to assess you for your carotid pulse and check for jugular vein distension. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, Megan?
I'm going to check for bruise now. Okay, your carotid pulse is, it's present, but it's a little bit weak, but you don't have any bruise, so that's good. Can you turn your head to the left for me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you don't have any jugular vein distension, so that's good.
Okay, so I'm going to check you for some thrills, which are vibrations caused by the heart that are able to be felt through your skin. I'm also going to listen to your heart in 5 different places, and I'm going to determine how your valves are sounding, see if there's any leakage or murmurs like that. I'm going to check your aortic, your pulmonic, your tricuspid, and your mitral valve. I'm also going to listen to your apical pulse to determine the rate and rhythm. After that, I'm going to take your radial pulse. I'm going to take the difference between your apical and your radial, and if there is a difference, that's called a pulse deficit. So that which indicates there's a decreased amount of blood being delivered to your limbs compared to what's pumping from your heart. So I'm going to now perform that. So I am going to check for thrills first. So let me get underneath you real quick. Okay, I don't feel any thrills, which is good. So now I'm going to listen to your heart. It's going to take a little while because I'm going to listen to 5 different places. So just bear with me quickly. Okay, so listen to all 5 different places. So didn't find any thrills, obviously. Your heartbeat's pretty elevated. So generally, your normal heartbeat goes lub dub, lub dub, lub dub. Yours actually sounds like shoes going through a dryer. So yes, your heart rate was a little too fast for me to count on your chest. So it's probably well over 200 beats a minute. So I'm going to check your radial pulse to see if I can determine your pulse from there.
Okay.
So can I get your hand, please? Thank you. Okay. Once again, a little fast. I was actually able to calculate your heart rate this time. It was 150. So just from going off of that a little bit, there is going to be a pulse deficit, I believe, just because I really couldn't get your apical pulse. So about, I would say over 200, but your radial was only 150, so you have a pulse deficit of at least 50. So
What does this all mean? It sounds really bad.
I'm gonna have Meghan answer that for you.
Okay.
So having these kinds of symptoms is really normal for people who, like people as they age, and especially if you have high blood pressure chronically. But it is definitely something to keep an eye on.
My student's right. These findings seem to be consistent with atrial fibrillation, which is often referred to as A-fib. A-fib is a cardiac arrhythmia of the atria that is irregularly irregular, if that makes any sense. This causes a decreased cardiac output, like I mentioned before. Because this allows the blood to pool in your atria, which means kind of to stay in it, it puts you at a increased risk for blood clots and strokes. We're going to bring the doctor in to see you, and she more likely than not is going to order an EKG to confirm your diagnosis of AFib. So, do you have any questions for us right now?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, we're going to go get your doctor. We'll be back soon.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.